This is a brand new Fairlight Cycles Secan, an all new adventure and gravel bike from the British company with Reynolds 853 steel frame, new carbon fibre fork, big tyre clearance, disc brakes and a really cool paint job. So I'm going to be riding this bike at the brand new GritFest event at the weekend, a new enduro gravel format. So 2 days of riding with multiple time stages throughout the 2 days of riding. I think about 120, 130 kilometers of riding. So it should be an interesting event. It's a new event, it's sold out, 200 people doing it, so it'll be interesting to see what it's all about. And I think this is a perfect bike for the ride. So I'll give you a little first look at the bike. I'll give you an update on the GritFest event and how the bike handles the event next week. But for now, here are 5 cool things I really like about the new Secan. The first thing I really like is the Reynolds 853 tubing. So the company only works with steel, but they really know their stuff. They really worked on the butting on the inside of the tubes and the tube diameter to really provide the best kind of combination of stiffness and weight and kind of vertical compliance. Steel, as you probably know, is renowned for providing a smooth ride, which is why it's still a really popular choice, both in the road market and in the mountain bike world. Steel hardtails are still a really popular choice. It's not because they're light, because no, they're not, but it's because they offer that kind of that really smooth ride quality. And I think a steel frame for a gravel and adventure bike is a really smart choice. I've not ridden many steel off-road bikes. I've ridden a lot of carbon and aluminium adventure bikes. It'll be really interesting to see how the steel frame of this new Secan handles this GritFest event at the weekend. The second thing I really like is the massive tyre clearance. Of course, wide tyres are a requirement on an adventure and gravel bike, and there's plenty of space around these 42mm tyres for even wider. You can fit up to a 47, maybe a 48 on a 700cc rim, which is, gives you plenty of choice, and there are loads of good tyres in this market at the moment and loads more choice coming along all the time. You can also go down a 27.5 or 650B option, and there's space for up to a 2.4 inch mountain bike tyre, so you really have plenty of options. It's really a versatile bike, so you can really tailor the build to the kind of riding you're doing and the terrain you're riding and what you want from your bike. So yeah, plenty of clearance. Definitely more clearance than a lot of adventure and gravel bikes. And the other thing I should add, there are mudguard mounts on the bike, so plenty of space for keeping those wide tyres with a set of mudguards on the bike as well. So there aren't many adventure and gravel bikes with such generous tyre clearance and when you factor in mudguards, so that's a nice detail on the new Secan. The third thing I really like is the external cable routing. I'm not really a massive fan of internal cable routing. Yes, it looks clean and kind of seamless on a high-end carbon race bike, but on a bike like this designed for adventure and getting lost in the wilderness, I think external cable routing really works well. It's simpler, it's easy to maintain. Mechanical group sets are still suitable for this sort of bike, and just being able to change cables is really yeah, definitely a bonus. We're probably looking at a wireless future, but a few years off that happening yet, so a mechanical group set with external cable routing gets a thumbs up from me. The fourth thing I like about this bike is the gear setup. So on the front, there isn't a compact, no, it's much lower. It's a subcompact with a 48-32 tooth Praxis chain set. Gives you a much lower range than a 50-34 like you get on a lot of adventure bikes. There's 11-34 cassette on the back, and they've got the brand new Ultegra RX rear mech. So if you're not seeing that, it basically takes the clutch style mechanism from a mountain bike derailleur, which prevents, as I can demonstrate, the cage from pulling forward, and that just eliminates the chain slapping around when you're riding over rough ground, and that should help eliminate the chain dropping off the chainring. So an interesting setup, 1x winning a lot of fans in the adventure and gravel bike market, but there's still a lot of people who want the 2x for the closer ratio to get on the cassette and just the kind of setup opportunities it offers you. And I think this subcompact with a wide range cassette is a really good setup. Okay, number 5, and my final thing I really like about this bike is just how good it looks. It's a really stylish looking bike. I love this blue. It's also available in more subdued grey if you're a bit more shy and retiring, but I think this blue really pops. Hopefully the camera is really picking up how the sun is sparkling off the top tube at the moment. They're going for quite an understated appearance, just a small logo near the top of the down tube. I think it works really well. A nice splash of colour on the top tube. They really complemented the understated appearance of the frame with some nice Hope upgrade parts, so the hubs, the headset and the seat clamp. They're optional upgrades, but I think in this colour they look really good on this bike. It's a really good looking bike, and yeah, but let me know what you think of the look of the bike. Do you think it's a thumbs up or thumbs down? Let me know in the comment section below. So that's a quick first look at the brand new Fairlight Cycles Secan. I'll go into a lot more detail, but I'll save that for a video first look next week. Just for now, I want to give you a brief overview of the bike before I go into the GritFest event at the weekend where I ride it for the very first time. I'll also give you some feedback on that event and let you know how it got on and what it's like. It's an interesting format combining enduro and gravel, so I'm really intrigued to see what it's all about, and I'm really intrigued to see what this new bike is all about. I'm really excited to ride this bike actually. I can't wait. I've been waiting for it for a few weeks. Finally arrived, and yeah, look forward to getting it out there, getting it dirty, dusty. Well, forecast is good, so it'll probably be dusty rather than muddy. If you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more first looks and unboxings from us here at road.cc. And as ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.